Hi there, Sonia Boko here. Welcome back to my channel where I share with you how to make balloon art. On today's video, I wanted to share with you some of the quick and easy Christmas designs I'm going to be doing when I do some of these upcoming Christmas events. So in today's tutorial, what we're going to look at is two balloon designs. The first one is how to make balloon candy cane. The next is a fun snow globe wand. So sit back, grab your favorite cup of beverage, and let's get into it. Hey, if you keep watching to the very end, I'm going to share with you a secret video. So here I'm going to use two 260s, and I've just got the white and the red. I'm going to inflate them, and as I do, I want to try and get them as similarly sized as possible. Just releasing some air. To save that little bit of precious time, make sure you just tie the balloons to each other and not independently first. Ideally, you want your balloons to be as similarly length as possible. In this case, my white is about an inch longer than the red. That's okay, I'm going to work with that by making a slightly bigger bubble here with the white than I will with the red when I create a pinch twist, just to help make it a little bit more even. And they are now fairly similarly sized. So as the balloon gets twisted together, hopefully they'll meet in a similar fashion at the end. Hold the balloons in your hands, and I like to hold them at about chest height. I'm going to be folding the balloons and crossing them over one another. Twisting. And as the balloon is traveling through my hands, I'm still holding it quite firmly and not in a loose manner to keep that spiral a bit tight. Working your way until you reach the ends of the balloon. As you get closer to the end and you can see that one balloon is a bit longer than the other, you can make that balloon wrap a little bit more around the other colour. In a way in which you can hopefully still match the same curve of your spiral. And you may not always be successful in this, and that's okay. Sometimes you'll nail it and it'll feel great, and other times one might be a bit longer than the other, causing it to look a little bit different at the end, but that's alright. It still makes every recipient very happy. Twisting. I'm going to help to lock that in place. By slipping one of the bubbles through our twist. Also great for a quick Christmas spear, or maybe even the limbo. How's that for fun? Okay, now the fun part, creating the hook at the top of the candy. Choose which end you would like to create the curve from. In this instance, I think I will keep the rounded bubbles at the bottom because that looks quite nice. And I'm going to start coiling the candy cane in on itself. Pushing it against your body and working into a nice tight round. Then we are going to squish this balloon and shape it with our hands. Until we have our beautiful candy cane. The next balloon that we're going to have a look at is how to make the balloon wand. And I'm going to be using one of the 11-inch Qualitech snowflake prints, as well as a 260 in the chrome. I've inflated my chrome with a hand's width of uninflated tail. I'm going to tie that off and create a flower wand. fold, twist, and repeat. Now what I like to do is give this balloon a squish as I'm going to help further elongate the balloon. Looks great, doesn't it? If you'd like a bit more guidance on how to make a balloon flower, I do have a video especially for that, and you can watch it. I'll go ahead to link it up above and below. But I like a wand that doesn't have a ridiculously long handle, and I generally find when I'm doing my flower and paying attention to the sizing of these petals, I can generally get about 6 petals out, but maybe you'll get 5, maybe you can get in there 7. But we are aiming to try and have no uninflated balloon left at the end. And don't forget, you can always give it a bit of a squeeze to soften it and extend it a bit further, or if you have a little bit too much, just keep wrapping that handle a bit more into and around those petals, and you should be able to get rid of that additional bit of balloon. I'm going to go ahead to inflate the 11-inch round. Now you could slip something inside the balloon, however I don't want to put things like styrofoam in there or the fake snow because they're plastic, and I'm really hesitant if that pops outside in the environment. It doesn't sit quite well with me, so generally I would like to keep my balloons free of anything inside, but sometimes I do go ahead to put in their bell. When I was putting bells inside these, it was really popular, but it's been a bit hard to get my hand on bells, so I don't think I'll be doing that this year. But if you do, pop a bell inside there and it's a lot of fun. I'm going to tie that off. Another fun thing you could do is inflate a love heart or another colourful balloon inside of that. That would look really nice, but if you want to speed it up and use less product, I would just go with something like this. To introduce my snow globe, if you will, into the wand, I'm just going to make sure the knot is on this side of my flower. Just wrapping that end in nice and securely. And then the fun part, adding the tinsel. It will be best if you prepare this in advance and less messy. I feel like being quite generous with this length, which is approximately 30 centimeters. Just wrapping it around in between our round and our 260 modeling balloon. And you have a really quick and cute balloon wand. And if it's got that bell inside, that makes it a lot of fun and a bit of an interactive kind of toy. Children generally love having the tinsel as well, and you can mix it up and having a few different colours. But by preparing the lengths, you can work a lot quicker and just quickly grab them out. And if you prepare them in advance as well, make sure you're doing it over a bin or something similar so the tinsel fallout can go straight into the bin and not be such a nightmare to clean up. I really like this tinsel that I purchased from Dollars and Cents, which is a local $2 store. Might actually have to see if they've got any more. There was a beautiful one with the green holly and red berries, and it looked unfortunately I ran out, and when I went back to buy more they were gone, probably because at the price and what they were amazing. Snooze you lose. So I hope you enjoyed the two designs, and that's it for today's video. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't done so already, why not subscribe, which you can do so below. And thank you so much for joining me for this video, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, have a great day. Bye. And so now we have our candy canes track twisting spiral. So now we have our candy balloon spear. And they throw surprisingly well. I don't really like any of that recording. When you're twisting the two together this time, start with the same color on either side. That is, I'm going to have the pink here on my left and the white here on my right. I'm going to follow the same method as before to twist up my balloon. Noting here that I'm going to do white over pink from your direction, although it is the opposite from mine here. But I am going to repeat the spiral from before. Rolling down as far as I'd like to go, and at this stage about half of the balloon is spiraled in. So this time as I do the spiral, again it's going to be pink on my left and white on my right, but instead of the white balloon coming in front first, it's going to be the pink. So just being conscious of which way you went first, and then you want to go the opposite this time round. Let's get to it. Before you get too far into spiraling your balloon, just compare it against your other one to make sure that you are truly going in opposite directions. Otherwise, you can stop and then just switch it up. Saves you from having to make multiple tries to get it just right. So now we have our candy cane spiraling in two different directions. Let's join them together. I'm going to lay one on top of the other, and then where the pinch twists are together, just twist them in. So it's locked in place at the top, and I'm going to repeat the same at the bottom. And now we're just going to play with the positioning and use these pinch twists at the top to help you. How's that for a very sweet candy cane heart?